The economy just shed hundreds of thousands of jobs. Mortgage rates are flirting with 7%, and your real estate agent is texting you like it's a fire sale. So is this the worst time to buy a home, or secretly the best? Buckle up, because the answer is going to depend entirely on how well you understand what's actually happening beneath the surface. Here's the brutal truth. Recessions don't announce themselves with a neat little bow and a buy now sign. They show up disguised as chaos, confusion, and a whole lot of people on financial Twitter saying, "We told you so." The catalyst is usually a cocktail of rising unemployment, tightening credit, and consumer confidence falling off a cliff, which causes buyers to freeze like a deer in headlights while sellers panic price in the opposite direction. Just a couple of years ago, headlines were screaming about a housing market so hot that people were waiving inspections, writing love letters to sellers, and bidding $40,000 over asking on a house with a carpet that smelled like a golden retriever. Now those same neighborhoods have listings sitting for 60, 90, 120 days, and the mood has shifted from FOMO to maybe I'll just rent forever. The psychological whiplash is real. Nobel Prize winning economist Robert Shiller literally built a career around proving that human emotions drive housing prices more than fundamentals do. When fear dominates, even a perfectly priced, well-located property feels like a trap. And that collective hesitation is exactly what creates opportunity for the disciplined buyer. Here's where history gives us the receipts. After the 2008 financial crisis, home prices in many markets dropped 30 to 40%. And the people who bought in 2011, when everyone thought the world was ending, saw their equity double or triple within a decade. Every recession since World War II has eventually been followed by a recovery. And real estate has participated in every single one of those recoveries without exception. The irony, and it is deeply ironic, is that the moment a recession feels the most terrifying is almost always closest to the moment of maximum opportunity. But nobody rings a bell at the bottom, which is the part they never put in the motivational poster. Waiting for the bottom is essentially trying to catch a falling knife blindfolded, in the dark, wearing oven mitts. Let's bust the biggest myth right now. Buying during a recession does not mean you're gambling your family's financial future on a hunch. It means you're recognizing that distressed markets create motivated sellers, reduced competition, and negotiating leverage that simply does not exist when the market is euphoric and everyone's fighting over the same 3-bedroom ranch. The practical playbook looks something like this. Instead of trying to time the absolute bottom, focus on buying in markets with strong long-term fundamentals, job growth, population inflow, and housing supply constraints, because those markets recover faster and harder than speculative ones. Your job isn't to be a hero. Your job is to be boring, disciplined, and right about the 10-year picture, not the 10-month picture. Position sizing matters more than conviction. Here, don't bet the farm because you're confident, because confidence in a volatile market is just optimism wearing a suit. Buy what you can comfortably hold through another 18 to 24 months of potential price softness. Keep reserves liquid and let the asset do its job over time. The community of long-term real estate investors will tell you the same thing in 100 different ways. It's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. Warren Buffett didn't get rich predicting recessions. He got rich by being greedy when others were fearful and patient when others were frantic. There's a philosophical dimension here that gets overlooked in all the spreadsheet talk. Real estate is one of the few assets that serves a dual purpose as both a place to live and a wealth-building vehicle, which means even if you're wrong on timing, you're still housed, still building equity, and still ahead of the person who waited on the sidelines paying someone else's mortgage. The market doesn't care about your feelings, but it does reward your consistency. Comfort with uncertainty is the actual skill being tested right now, not your ability to predict Fed policy or read a Case-Shiller index. If you've stress tested your finances, secured a rate you can live with, and identified a property in a market with real demand, then sitting out because of fear is just procrastination with a sophisticated sounding excuse. So whether the market drops another 10% or bounces tomorrow, the disciplined buyer who bought the right asset in the right market with the right reserves is going to be just fine. And the person who waited for perfect clarity is going to be reading the same article again in 3 years, asking if now is finally the right time. Discipline, sizing, and consistency aren't just investing principles. They're the whole game. And if you're ready to stop watching from the sidelines and actually start building, check out our links in the description below. Whether you need help with real estate investing, home contracting work, or finding the right lender, we've got you covered.